Are we at the beginning, the middle, or the end? Are we rising or falling or somewhere in between? It's hard to know. We are at the beginning of a new year, a time when we typically celebrate the start of things, making resolutions to do better, be better, find more joy in our lives, perhaps. We try to let go of old habits. We buy those fresh planners full of blank pages and possibilities. How many of you bought a new planner or calendar this year? It's very satisfying to consider that open space, isn't it? We look toward the horizon for hope and inspiration to get us through whatever lies ahead. But in many ways, it feels like 2025 has just kind of rolled on into 2026 this year, doesn't it? Carrying with it the same fears and frustrations, the same violent administration, the same personal struggles and public conversations. We are in the middle of big changes in our world, uncertain about how it is all going to play out, feeling like there is still time to turn things around, but not always sure exactly how it is we're going to do it. How is this story going to end? I don't know. History is happening all around us, we know that, but I don't know what graduate students 100 years from now are going to write in their thesis about this moment, but I do know that whatever they say, stories of how people stood up for love and justice and refused to be silent and complicit, that will be part of this history. That's worthy of applause. Sure, go ahead. And in the midst of this, in the midst of history, in the middle, life still happens. We go to work, we go to school, we go grocery shopping, we fall in love, we fall out of love, we get sick, we get sober, we get a new job, we retire from an old one, we struggle to find healing, we struggle to find housing here in Santa Barbara, we make new friends. We grieve the cherished friends who leave us. Life happens in the middle of stories all the time. And what if we are at the end of something? Some mornings I wake up and it feels like everything is being dismantled all around us. Every new day, something else being taken apart. Old systems no longer working the way they did, for better or for worse. Perhaps it is the great turning, as Joanna Macy called it, when we learn hard lessons as things tumble around us, even as it clears space to build new and more compassionate ways of living on this earth. There are old systems we can certainly do with dismantling. Systems of white supremacy, systems of patriarchy, systems of state-sponsored violence. I'm fine with that kind of dismantling, my friends. But there's also systems I'm pretty attached to, like democracy. I'd prefer to hold on to them, even if they do need some reimagining from time to time. Beginning and middle and end. The story of the phoenix reminds us that trying to make life fit into this neat and orderly progression is a fool's errand. The beauty is found in that turning, in that renewal. The ashes are as sacred as the flame. That's one of the things I took from rereading the story of the phoenix, the way it cared for those ashes of what came before. The ashes of that fire are as sacred as the flame. And what we have faith in here in our Unitarian Universalist world is not the completion of a storyline, not the telos, the end times, but rather in that constant renewal of life itself, while trying not to get too attached to any one particular phase or expression of it. This ritual, this burning bowl, is as much about letting go of our expectations for a neat and orderly existence as it is about letting go of any particular habit or hurt. Change and transformation, my friends, are bright and burning and not particularly orderly at times. And so we burn it away. We burn because, like the phoenix, we want to rise to the occasion, rise toward daybreak, letting go of that which holds us down and holds us back so that we can rise in the fullness of our power and beauty. We burn because, like the phoenix, we get tired sometimes. We carry with us this lifetime of experiences, of hurts and heartaches, and sometimes we have to release some of that. Let some of it go to clear space so that we can rest before starting that next cycle of our living. The phoenix doesn't arise immediately from the ashes. It takes a few days of quiet before that life returns. And we burn because, like the phoenix, we know that we come to life from the ashes of all that has come before us, honoring the work of generations to bring us to this place, gathering them up with sacred care and renewing our spirit in the knowledge that we are not the first, but just the most current incarnation of love in this world. And we burn because, like the phoenix, there is only ever one opportunity to act, one present moment. We are the ones who are tasked with living today. Whether it's the beginning, middle, or end, there is no one else here but us, my friends. And that's good news because look around. Us is pretty beautiful. Us is pretty compassionate. Us is pretty powerful. So we burn for this clarity of action and intention so that we might use this moment that we are given to further the work of love in the world. So let us burn away the old year and rise into the new and place the sacred ashes of the past on this altar of love that we may be renewed with the power and grace that this moment calls forth from us. Let us begin.